This week on Softball 360, the Fireman Softball Tournament fires up Bloomington, Minnesota, and Twins legend Ken Herbeck pays a visit to his old stomping grounds. And then the Long Haul Bombers wrap up their home run derby tour at Safeco Field in Seattle.
Do you think it's possible to just clear the park?
I'm going out in the street this year.
You're going out in the street?
Going in the street.
Wow.
And then it's a battle of team spirit at the Girls Gold Fast Pitch National Championship.
We got rhythm, we put the rhythm in it, and it just made the cheer. That's how we roll.
And finally, we take you out to the crowd in Little Rock, Arkansas.
You know, are you guys going to be playing? Oh, that was good. That was nice. Thank you.
Man, that's all softball. All softball.
All that and much more next on Softball 360.
Welcome to Softball 360. As usual, we're coming at you from one of the stops in the Long Haul Bombers Power Stadium Tour. Right now, we are in the Great American Ballpark, home of the Cincinnati Reds. Now, every week on the show, we've been bringing you coverage of some of the top softball tournaments from around the country. And this week, we continue our coverage with one of the biggest and the best. It's called the Firemen's, and we take you now to Bloomington, Minnesota, where you will meet two teammates, John Richards and John Weber. Here's a look at who plays the game.
Somebody here.
Hi, I'm John Richards.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Weber.
Let's go, JB.
We're playing the Bloomington Firemen's Tournament this weekend, the biggest tournament around.
Well, growing up, we both started playing baseball pretty young.
Hi, and welcome back to Reds Baseball 1994. Just to let you know, this video is a homemade video, so it could appear fuzzy and the sound could be off, so don't worry about adjusting your TV set, just live with it.
Firemen's is known for its atmosphere more than anything else.
Anybody who plays softball knows that. For us, it's like the major playoffs, it's the World Series kind of thing, something like that for softball. And the coolest part is you see just people lining up to watch the heavy hitters play, and like on the sides of the field all the way down to the foul line, everybody's just packed in watching these guys, and they're bruisers. I mean, it's a big deal. It's pretty cool to watch. And I mean, as a younger team, it's kind of one of those things like you hope maybe someday you can be like that. But right now, I mean, we'll just pay our dues and have fun and watch it.
We're looking to win a game or two this year, something to build on. And
playing like we usually do, coming out like a bat out of hell, scoring 7 runs, and just going 1, 2, 3 the rest of the game. This is notorious for us right now.
the main fields are called Ken Herbeck fields now, in honor of Ken Herbeck, who's a Bloomington native, obviously a big-time Twins player.
Claim to fame, I bat boyed when my dad played in this thing, probably maybe 35 years ago.
It's cool that he's a hometown guy, and having him play for the Twins and growing up here and being a big Twins fan and everything, he was my favorite player. So
I actually played on a team that won this thing back in 1978. I live 2 blocks or 2 doors down from here. I mean, I grew up in this ballpark right here. And this is where I played all my baseball when I was a kid and everything. So it's a homecoming for me. It's almost a ritual for me to show up down here. I'm down here whenever I'm in town.
you try and go for what you want in your life, but it's always like your roots you always go back to. So it's cool that I've got this core group of guys that I can come back and hang out with every summer, not skip a beat with, and just go out and have a good time. And the Firemen's is a way for us to do that.
Yeah, I'm in a band. I'm really into writing and playing music, and it's actually gotten its most exposure as serving as the background music for a couple episodes of Softball 360. If you listen closely, it's pretty mellow, not metal at all. I might be playing now, like in the background while I'm talking.
Can't do much. Can't do much with that.
We went 2 and done again this year, and we have the energy. We just maybe lack some of the veteran savvy that you need to go a long way in a fireman's tournament. But we'll be back next year, and the year after that, and the year after that.
The Bloomington Firemen's Tournament may be one of the oldest in the country, but Goo Town Softball Tournament in Montana may be one of the most unique. Check it out.
What can you say about Goo Town to everyone out there?
Oh, it's awesome. Awesome!
We call Goo Town the best in the West. We feel it is the best in the West. We have the top softball players in the Western United States. This is the 32nd annual tournament. This is our largest tournament that we've done in the 32 years. So we're at 150 teams now.
Normally when you play softball, recreation softball, you don't get this type of enthusiasm. So Goo Town is probably the best run and the best attended tournament in the Pacific Northwest.
It was a softball extravaganza. It was, what the hell?
I've named it the Woodstock of softball because there's several thousand people that are camped in the park, and it's reminiscent of the old concerts in New York when all the people were camped out at the concerts.
It's definitely the Woodstock. Definitely. Lots of dancing.
Our home run contest draws around 5,000 people tonight, and it should be nothing short of insane.
Where should I be looking, first of all? Where should I be looking, first of all? What's the date right now? I haven't had this much fun in a softball tournament this year.
You will see naked people here in probably 2 hours.
It's good. It's good. It's fun. You're going to have a blast if you come here.
Coming up on Softball 360, veteran softballer Bob Waldyke takes us back to the 80s with his old softball tips video. After that, Bob and the rest of the Long Haul Bombers put on a home run show before a Seattle Mariners game. And then, we see what the fans and players had to say at the Busch Pepsi Classic in Little Rock, Arkansas.
I only make a sound if a player do something outstanding.
Softball 360 is brought to you by Miken Sports. We'll change more than your game. Trump, the official ball of the WSL. And BatReviews.com, your best source for new bat information.
The year was 1976. In Allentown, Pennsylvania, Al Lewis of the Raybestos Cardinals hurled a perfect game in the ASA Men's Major Fast Pitch National Championship to beat Salt Lake City 5-0.
We have seen Bob Waldyke put on amazing displays of power in these home run derbies throughout the country. Right now, Bob takes us to his hometown just outside Detroit, Michigan. Here is our slow pitch spotlight.
The mechanics of hitting.
Hey, Softball 360. Welcome to Hudsonville, Michigan, my hometown. I'm with my good friend Tom Clausen. I haven't watched this video in probably 5, 6, 10 years.
I don't even know if I've got one.
Oh, that's funny. Look how small I am. Look how young I am. God.
The reason we made this video, too, I don't know if you remember this, is so many guys would come up, and especially when you hit one out, you hit one way out, they come up and say, how does he do that, you know? And why don't we make a video and let everybody see it?
You know, the thing is, there's a lot of other ones out there that had better graphics and better this and better that, but I don't think there's anybody that had better information and more simple. Well, I started out playing softball. Actually, I still remember the first 2 times that I batted. I'm straight out of baseball. I'm standing there going, oh, boom, strike 1, strike 2, strike 3. I struck out my first time. Second time I get up, guy's throwing it even higher, and I'm going, who can hit this? I've been playing now, well, I started when I was 18, and I'm 47, so it's almost been 30 years. I've been very fortunate to be able to do it at my age, but hey, it's fun. Not too many grandpas out there on the long haul bombers. Hit it and run. This is the greatest thing ever. I mean, because when he gets naughty, you can just give him back and things like that. But I tell everybody, if you could have grandkids without having kids, you'd never have kids. But I mean, I love my kids, but the grandchildren are just unbelievable. Got involved with 3 and 2 Shoes. 2 years ago, they were sponsoring us with US Vinyl. We've got quite a few different things, different products, mostly baseball, softball right now. I wear the high top black blacks. You can wear them all day long in a tournament and your feet don't hurt.
So I went to the Secretary of State's and I wanted 3 and 2. Oh, that's taken. So I thought, well, I'll get 3 and 2 shoe. Nope, can't have it. Somebody's taking it. I said, who in Michigan's got 3 and 2 shoe? Then I got wear 3 and 2. So everybody out there, wear 3 and 2. They're the best. Hey, appreciate you all coming down to Hudsonville, Michigan and seeing where I live. Hey, we'll all see you on the diamond down the road.
Thank you for watching The Mechanics of Hitting.
Hey everyone, I'm Greer Howard, ready to take you out to the crowd once again. We've been to Georgia, we've been to Texas, and now we're in Little Rock, Arkansas. Let's find out what the fans and players had to say at the Busch Pepsi Classic. Follow me.
Well, I'm going to be honest and tell you about Arkansas. Arkansas has good people, and we live in this state off of rice and wild hogs.
Well, you know, are you guys going to be playing? Oh, that was good. That was nice.
Thank you. Man, that's all softball. All softball.
You have any superstitions before you play a game? You know, like something you got to do?
No.
Maybe you should start once you'll win.
Lick our ball. I mean, wait a minute. I'm the one that usually says throw the old spitball. So it means lick the old ball and throw it in.
So you must really enjoy football.
We love football. We love Arkansas football.
What y'all doing? Is feminist?
I'm sorry, the what?
Are y'all feminists?
Are we feminists? Yes, we're filming this.
Cooking burgers, chicken, Polish sausages, grilled corn on the cob. We're doing it all.
How many cows have you killed? You make all these burgers.
Well, I haven't killed no cows. I don't intend to kill no cow.
They're already dead. You can't help it.
Right.
You know,
But
what's done is done.
There's a bunch. There's been a bunch.
And we also have the old juice ball.
Oh, the juice. All right. What's that?
You don't know one of you don't.
The juice ball. Here we go.
The juice ball is this when you throw it in.
Now that might have to be edited.
That's right. I'm sure it will.
I'm the bullhorn man in this south central region of the United States of America for softball reasons.
The bullhorn man. Well, we have a lot of kids that watch the show. So if there was a girl, she wants to grow up and be a big-time softball player, what advice would you give her?
Just tell her.
Don't do drugs.
It's good advice.
That is good advice.
That's very good advice. Stay away from drugs.
Stay off of the drugs.
Thank you so much for talking about this. You were just a delight.
Well, I try to be the light. That's the way you survive, by being polite.
Are you going to come back next year?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. You don't have to call me ma'am.
Okay.
I only make a sound if a player do something outstanding. That search is hitting home runs outside the park or inside the park. Other than that, it's silent.
Up next on Softball 360, find out who brought the most team spirit to the Girls Gold National Championship. And then the Long Haul Bombers return to Safeco Field in Seattle.
We'll be back. We'll be back. Stick around.
If you have a question, email us at Tennell@softball360.com. If your question is chosen to be read on our show, you'll win a free pair of Tennell 360 shoes. Welcome back to Softball 360. Now the summer is winding down, and with it, so is the softball season. Now the best of the best have made their way to the top, getting ready for the national championship to get underway. Now in fast pitch, one of the best is the girls ASA Gold in California, and of course, our cameras were there to catch all the action. Check it out.
Hi, I'm Lindsay Zappala, and we're here in Salinas, California at the ASA 18 Gold Fast Pitch National Championship.
Hey, we're the Indiana Magic, and I got a question for you. Do you have tickets to the Got Show?
Now, when competition is this steep, everything counts, including team spirit. So we are here to judge who has the best cheer. First, let's meet our judges.
Hi, I'm Lauren. I love to play softball.
Lisa Centeno from Ventura County.
I am Ken Lister, and I have my helpers here.
Taylor. And Clark.
I'm going to introduce the prizes. They're very exciting. We have for first prize a Mikan Oklahoma City bat. This autographed picture of Rusty Bumgardner.
Rusty who? Have you heard of him before?
He's a famous slow-pitch softball player.
More power to you, Rusty.
We've got in the dugout, Impact from Houston, Texas.
Go!
I'm loving it. Let's see how the judges feel. Let's start with Lisa.
I gave them a 9.
I had to give them a 10. We had to give them a 10. They had great rhythm there, had the balls and playing the drums, pizzazz, and they had the game to match. Beautiful job. 10.
9.5 because I thought they had a lot of the beat going and I thought it sounded great.
1, 2, 3. Angels, you know!
The Cookie Monster said we are.
The Cookie Monster said we are.
We're the big bad cookies at the top of the jar.
We're the big bad cookies at the top of the jar.
The Cookie Monster said you are.
The Cookie Monster said you are.
You're the itty bitty crumbs at the bottom of the jar.
You're the itty bitty crumbs at the bottom of the jar.
All right, we're going to start over here at this end. What do we got?
7.8.
7.8.
The most creativity of all the groups so far, so give them an 8.
I gave him a 9.
We got rhythm. We put the rhythm in it, and it just made the cheer. That's how we roll. Get loose. Get loose. Get loose. Happy end. Happy end. Happy end. Oh!
What's up, you guys? We are the Gold Coast Hurricanes from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And we're here to perform a little bilingual cheer for you. Oh, yeah. It's called Yay Go Hurricanes.
Yay Go Hurricanes! Yay Go Hurricanes! Ba-da-da-mu-no! Ba-da-da-mu-no! Yay Go Hurricanes! Yay Go Hurricanes! Ba-da-da-mu-no! Ba-da-da-mu-no!
8.5.
That bilingual stuff knocked me out. Good job. Yeah. Good job.
Awesome. Oh, yeah.
In English, it means we're going to stop the whole world.
Yeah. It is official, ladies and gentlemen. We have a winner, and the winner is Impact from Texas. On behalf of Softball 360, we are awarding them a Mikan, Oklahoma City bat, and I know they're going to be super excited. We're going to give it to them right now. It's going right here. Give it a little pet. Give it a little pet. Love tap. Love tap. Great. Little tear. Great job, you guys.
Thank you.
That's a good hot dog.
Seriously, this is something you want to bring the family to see. You want the kids to see. Everybody should love to see balls flying out of the park, especially some of these long drives that Johnny and his buds will be hitting.
Softball 360 is brought to you by ASA, the national governing body of softball. Avis, we try harder. Field General, catch what your glove has missed. And Tonell, the official shoe of the WSL.
For over a year, the city of Seattle has been eagerly anticipating the return of the long-haul Bombers to Safeco Field. During the Bombers' last appearance, the Mariners fans witnessed Johnny McCraw come within inches of hitting a shot completely out of the stadium. And this time around, McCraw was promising even more.
Do you think it's possible to just clear the park?
I'm going out in the street this year.
You going out in the street?
Going in the street.
Wow.
On the radio, in the newspapers, the Bombers were everywhere that weekend. The stands filled quickly. The major leaguers lined their dugouts. Even the Seattle Sun, notorious for hiding behind an overcast sky, emerged to watch this amazing home run display. Here are the rules. Each player gets 15 pitches. Each home run is worth 1,000 points, except for the final ball, which is worth 2,000. Team Mikan's Kenny Briggs was the first to step to the plate. He didn't waste any time. On his opening swing, Briggs launched a shot to deep right, battering the window of the Hit It Here Cafe. The fans went wild. Briggs continued his long ball rampage and ended with 7,000 points. This certainly satisfied the spectators, but he had been expecting a higher score.
Not a good showing. So showing. I felt timing was off a little bit, just didn't feel good about it. Gonna be hard going out of here today. That wind's howling.
Team Combat's RJ Mashed Potatoes Howerton was next. But today there was more on the line for Howerton than for his teammates. This was his last chance to win a spot in the finals. To do this, he had to hit 5 out of 15 bombs. On any normal day, Howerton was known to hit at least 10 out of the park. So this should have been an easy task. But with the wind howling, Howerton struggled early. He hit only 3 of his first 14 pitches, and it had come down to the final ball, the money ball. If he blasted it out, he would sneak into the finals. If not, he'd be watching them from his living room. Pitcher Andy Purcell gave Howerton a moment to breathe, and then... It should have come as no surprise. This was R.J. Howerton.
Tell you what, you had to stand on today to get him out of here. The wind's blowing in a little bit. And I hit a couple real well that didn't even make it to the warning track. So we'll see how the rest of the righties do here.
Team Miken's Bob Waldyke followed. Even though Waldyke was no longer in the hunt for the finals, he wanted to go out with a vengeance, and he did. The wind was no match for his quick hands and Miken Maniac bat. He destroyed 7 bombs, including a few into the upper deck seats.
Hey, we hit them good. It was a good day.
Finally, the moment everyone had been waiting for had arrived.
Didn't you say you were going to be the first to hit one out of Safeco Field?
I'm going to damn sure try. That's, you bet on that. Okay. They may change it to McCraw Field instead of Safeco Field.
Team Combat's Johnny McCraw stepped into the batter's box. He started strong, launching 6 home runs deep into the left field seats. Unfortunately, the momentum wouldn't last. With one last pitch, Johnny gave his all, but the ball fell into the stands rather than the parking lot.
Dang it! My prediction was wrong. We need a damn hurricane here to hit it out of here today.
The day belonged to Briggs and Waldyke of Team Miken as they just barely edged out the competition. The long-haul bombers astonished those lucky enough to be in attendance, and there's no doubt that they'll return next season, so Johnny McCraw can have his revenge.
Hey, this is Johnny McCraw coming to you from Everett, Washington now because we didn't do too well at Safeco Field today, so we're coming out here to a D tournament. So maybe we'll do a little better tonight, put on a show for some folks. See what we got to compete with? I mean, imagine that.
Show's over. Go home.
See you there.
Bye-bye.